Hi world, it's 12:30 midday time UK, 9:30 in the morning Bermuda. It's the 18th of March 2016. Moon is currently at the start of Leo, so today should be quite a good day. It should be quite feisty, quite innovative, quite creative even. Over the next few hours the moon's going to be trining Mars, so there's a lot of nice energy out there for things to get done. And then over the coming 48 hours, the moon's going to be trining Saturn and trining Uranus. So I have to say, this moon in Leo is looking pretty damn good. If you've got the moon in Leo in your horoscope, then the next couple of days are going to be healthy, even more stimulating than normal. But that's about it as far as the moon goes. Mercury's coming up to... well, it's finished with Chiron, really. Venus is on top of Neptune, and we'll do something on that one tomorrow. But at the moment, I'm still looking at the retrograde Mars. And Mars's movements forward now, and then backwards, and then forwards again. It's not hitting planets in the sky, but it is hitting certain generations. For example, it's hitting the generation born in 1967, with Neptune at 24 degrees of Scorpio. So these people are going to be experiencing the time around the middle of June to the middle of July. If you're one of these 1967 people, you've got a strong Neptune in your chart, then you can expect mid-June and mid-July to be quite an innovative, creative, imaginative, but possibly also gullible and deceptive time. Similarly, when Mars stands still in the middle of April, it's going to stand still at 8 degrees Sagittarius on top of the Neptune of those people born in 1973 and 1974. And again, those people born in 73, 74, the period of mid-April should be quite a time of idealism and hopefully a very creative and imaginative energy. Mars will stand on the Uranus of people born in 1980, at the middle of June to middle of July, and in 1983 in the middle of April, suggesting that these people will also experience these times as being quite provocative, quite feisty, certainly with a level of impatience. If you're born in 1983, then the period of mid-April this year could actually be a time where you do or say something you'd later regret, born of impatience or impulsiveness. And if you're born in 1980, when Mars stands still on your Uranus over mid-June to mid-July, you've got to be a little bit careful at that time, especially if Uranus is strong in your chart, because again there's the capacity for impulsiveness and volatility. Mars will also be standing still in mid-June to mid-July on top of the Pluto of people born in the year 1993. And if you're one of the 93 generation who's only in their very early 20s at the moment, then you may well find that mid-June to mid-July brings with it a degree of almost compulsive or obsessive behaviour. And in mid-April of this year, when Mars stands still at 8 degrees of Sagittarius, it'll stand still on the Pluto of people born around 1998 and 1999. And these people are only in their late teens, so they're the university generation. But if you're one of these people and watching this, then be aware that mid-April of this year is a year where you're not going to be taking prisoners, and you're going to be in a much more yes-no, black-white situation. I could go on with this and extrapolate through to different Saturn generations and Jupiter generations, but then it gets a lot more complicated and a lot more common. It is these year-long generations that I've mentioned that are the ones that Mars is really going to hit, but these planets have to be strong in your chart, i.e. on the ascendant or midheaven, opposite the ascendant midheaven, or in strong aspect to the Sun and or Moon, in order for this to happen. But it's going to be an interesting time, this Mars retrograde, and it is going to affect the world more at the personal level rather than the global. Okay, that's Mars retrograde part 2. Tomorrow I'll look at the conjunction of Venus and Neptune in Pisces. Catch you later, world. Bye.